Ladies, this is the matrix to finding you a man. Now, if they're single and they're rich, they're not hot. And if they're hot and they're rich, then they're not single. And if they're hot and single, well, they're not rich.
Minimum height that you would date in a guy?
I love like 6'3" and up.
The minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6'4".
Minimum height you would date in a guy?
Has to be 6 foot or
Minimum height you would date?
the minimum height I would date is probably about like 6'1".
Minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
What's the minimum height that you would date?
Probably 6 foot.
Minimum height that you would date in a guy?
My boyfriend is 6'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
6 foot.
Minimum height that you would date?
He has to be 6'1" and above.
Why is that?
If he's 6 feet tall, he's probably lying. He's probably 5'10". He's got to be at least 6'1", so that means he's probably 6 feet. It's girl math. Girl math.
Girl math. Have you come in contact with guys who lie about their height?
Yes.
How often?
Every day.
I'm so sick of being height fished, so I ended up making my own app to change that. It's called 6+, and yes, you have to be a 6-footer, and the waitlist is now open.
So now they have a website for men who are 6 feet and taller. And that's cool. This is America. You can start whatever company you want. Now, considering that in America, about 12 to 14% of men are actually over 6 feet tall, there might not be that many men on the website. I mean, the site is called 6+, but they might as well change it to 5 guys, because that's how many men going to be on there.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear what she's talking about. I don't want to hear what she's talking about either.
Oh, wow.
All he liked to do is can't read a book. We can't do any of that. That was crazy.
Yeah, but it wasn't good though.
Oh! He's crashing out. You don't even care no more, bro. What the hell?
I mean, I like half the line, if we want to be honest.
Half the line? Sheesh.
You want me to rate? All right, ready?
Oh my gosh. No.
Lee was like an 8. Like this one like a 10.
That's not pig.
Probably like a 6. Her like a 4. And I ain't gonna name nobody else because I ain't gonna put nobody else out there. So
this is filthy work.
No, the elite dating combo is the black girl from the suburbs and a good hood gentleman.
Why do hood street men love classy women?
I already have a feeling that I'm like not gonna end up with a traditionally aesthetically good looking man. Like I want a Benny Blanco, okay? That's what I want in the end. But until I find my Benny Blanco, let me have fun with the hot boys, okay?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. So today's video, unfortunately, because I already know I get hate for speaking on black women, because as a black man, you're only allowed to speak on black women unless you're uplifting them or kissing their ass. However, I wanted to cover this topic because I came across several clips of women talking about the well-to-do, classy women wanting the hood guys, when in reality, I think it's the, she tried to say it was hood guys being attracted to classy women. However, I think it's more the other way around, more so than anything. But anyway, like I said, I came across several clips like the one you saw in the intro, as well as a clip from Poor Man's Podcast. Shout out to that brother, because that man is well on his way to 1 million subs. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Reason 57 why so many black women are single. Y'all check this out.
No, the elite dating combo is the black girl from the suburbs and a good hood gentleman. That duo, albeit I don't know the longevity of that duo, it's just the most magical combination. If you know, you know.
This pipe dream, Disneyland, Cinderella fairy tale crap is the reason why so many of y'all are single. Y'all have this image in your head, and then y'all would just look over anybody who doesn't fit that image. Y'all see it all the time on shows like Pop the Balloon. It'd be a regular guy dressed normal. He's out there for 2 seconds, and all the women will pop their balloon and say something like, well, I just didn't feel the chemistry. That's what I'm talking about. These women are looking for an ex-drug dealer who turned his life around. They're all looking for Jay-Z. So when a man doesn't have that ex-drug dealer swag, they don't want him. And this isn't just the girls from the suburbs. A lot of these hood chicks want an ex-drug dealer who turned his life around too. She says an elite combination is a girl from the suburbs, which I'm thinking she's from the suburbs, and a ghetto gentleman. Oh my God. Look, let me explain something to y'all. That is not an elite combination. An elite combination is two people who care about each other with the same goals. They want the same things, who are willing to build and grow with each other. An elite combination is not based on where you were born. It's based on who these people are as a person, their character, their morals. And so many of you women out there looking for this ghetto gentleman, you're going to pass up a regular gentleman, which is probably what you actually need. I'm just saying.
What makes this video so funny and so telling is because we have a sector of people on YouTube and in the black community that like to shame black men for going overseas or dating outside of their race, particularly the well-to-do black men, the ones that they call squares, the one that they say they don't want. I find it a bit funny that a lot of black women in particular seem to find this combination is what they all want. So here's my question. If the well-to-do women, the classy women, you know, those women, as well as the hood women, if both of y'all are attracted to the same type of hood thug type of man, then what on earth should the well-to-do, well-articulated, well-spoken black men do? What should those men do? This right here is a big prime. This is a big reason why the men that y'all talk shit about, that y'all say that y'all don't want, the ones that y'all shit on for dating outside of their race, 9 times out of 10, this right here is why. Because a lot of you black women, I'm not saying all, but there are a large number of black women that prefer this type of man. And y'all don't want to be honest about it. And if y'all are honest about it, y'all say it's a phase, and then by the end, y'all done hit y'all 30s. Now you want the guy that you should have been trying to lock down with in the first place. Quit blaming men for this. Men do not control what y'all find attractive or what y'all aroused by. Because on one, you can't sit over here on one's hand and say men need to be more educated, men need to be more well-spoken. All these things that separate them from that type of avatar, only to turn around and disqualify them because they don't fit that avatar. That's the problem. Even in other cultures, men, they separate themselves from that type of shit. Only in the black community do we have this problem. Tell me I'm lying.
I know people always say opposite attracts. I just want to know, why do hood street men love classy women? You know, women who keep themselves together, you know, talk articulate with their words. What attracts classy women to y'all? Like, we have nothing in common. I remember I was talking to, you know, this celebrity friend of his, and honestly, I did not understand one word he was yapping about. I had to go on Urban Dictionary. I just want to know, why do y'all want classy women? Please.
I'm sorry, but you're not fooling me. You're not going to sit over here and try to frame it that way when you literally admitted that you were talking to somebody that was like that. Oh, I couldn't understand a word he said. Yeah, but you were there and you were interested. Like you said, opposites attract. But you tried to frame it that way so that way you look like the innocent one. So that way, if things go wrong, you look like the victim. You ain't fooling us. Damn sure ain't fooling me.
I already have a feeling that I'm like not gonna end up with a traditionally, like, you know, aesthetically good looking man. Like, I want a Benny Blanco, okay? That's what I want in the end. But until I find my Benny Blanco, let me have fun with the hot boys, okay?
Yeah, so she basically just admitted that she's gonna run up her body count until she finds Mr. Dumbass or Mr. Accept me, and he's gonna accept me as I am. And I can see why she's come to that conclusion, because she's pretty average looking herself. I'm not gonna sit over here and say she's ugly, but I can understand why she feels that way, because she probably can have sex with the hot boys, as she said, but they're not committing to her because those guys can probably get more attractive women to commit to. Just saying. Or they just got so many options that they're not incentivized to commit.
You be trying to talk to women these days, and the first thing they say, I like hood dudes. I like street dudes. Okay, when he start whooping your ass, Tina, don't come towards me. I'm off limits.
So when you're dealing with a group of women that worship the men that are part of the problem in a culture, hood dudes,
There is
thugs,
there's black
entertainers.
man worship. That's very true.
Yeah, no, and it largely goes for thugs and entertainers.
Yeah.
Nobody wasn't checking for Will Smith before he was Will Smith. Nobody was checking for Jordan Peele before he was Jordan Peele. These dudes are lames. These dudes are weirdos until they get successful, right? But a guy like Future can have 8 baby mothers and still get 7 women pregnant, or 10 baby mothers, like you said. And after the first one, 9 women will still lay down with him knowing that he is not sexually responsible. That means that there are 9 sexually irresponsible women, 1 sexually irresponsible man. That is the problem. And everybody will point out the man and saying that he is a part of that problem, which he is, but that's only 1 man and 9 women. So why are we not talking about the 9 women that are also a part of that problem?
He's a repeat offender, okay? He's a repetitive offender. So therefore, I feel like he...
Shut up, bitch!
Nah, those women don't get to play the victim card when they see that the same man is literally doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And these women expect one of them to be the anomaly, and all of a sudden he changes for her. No, we're not going to do that. I'm like, and this is another woman playing dumb, because we all know damn well why all these women were willing to have that baby with him. The same reason all these women are willing to have babies with Nick Cannon. The same reason why that older chick was over here trying to get Anthony Edwards out of some money. They all doing it for the same reason. Quit trying to point the finger at men all the goddamn time, especially when y'all over here screaming, my body, my choice. But then the moment a man want to say, okay, well, my wallet, my choice, now y'all got a fucking problem with it. Y'all don't want man to have no say-so in bringing a child into the world, but y'all want him to be responsible for every damn thing that involves the child.
Yo, let me know if I'm lying, y'all. Like, females really be cheating at healthy relationships, and then they be mad, faithful, and toxic ones. Like, I'm really trying to understand this shit. Like,
what's something that deserves more hate?
Men saying that they don't want a relationship and then ghosting you and doing just that, getting in a fucking relationship.
No, don't tell her. Don't tell her. What type of problem is this? Do you want us to like gas you up? Like, yeah, girl, them, or do you want us to give you like hardcore truth? If you want to get gassed up, like, yeah, fuck them, girl.
Yeah.
Like, they need to.
Well, like, this has only happened twice, so it's like not
I'm just
every
saying.
single person.
Do you want us to tell you the
Give me
truth?
the hard truth. Yeah.
The hard truth? Okay. I mean, I think he made a decision. I feel like you saw the decision that he made. You know what I mean?
True, but at the same time, I kind of didn't want a relationship with him. Like, everybody knew him, if you know what I mean. Like, it would have been kind of embarrassing to be with him. And plus, he's a serial cheater, so I kind of dodged a bullet there.
Are you?
But I only wanted that
to
relationship because it was good.
Are you convincing us?
No.
Are you talking to yourself? I think you called us to have a conversation with yourself. Are you giving yourself advice right now?
I just like to hear myself talk.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh boy, sound like he dodged a bullet too. I'm playing. First of all,
Nah, he wasn't playing. He was just trying to spare her feelings. But in reality, I think both of them dodged a bullet. But once again, I'm not going to sit over here and let this woman play victim, because she literally came on y'all platform and said, I knew he was a serial cheater. I knew all the girls wanted him, but I still wanted to fuck with him anyway. And oh, he said he wanted this and then he ghosted me. The reason why she upset is because she let him smash and didn't get a commitment out of him and ended up giving that commitment to somebody else. That's why she's upset. Otherwise, why would you be complaining about it if you didn't let him smash? Yeah. Believe it or not, y'all, there's women out there that feel entitled to a commitment even just because they gave you sex. Some women are not going to admit that, but it's the truth. I'm like, otherwise, why would you come on a platform saying this shit? And then gonna try to spin it as if like that's why they were like, you trying to convince yourself? Oh, I really didn't want a relationship anyway. So that really only solidifies the reason why you probably wanted to fuck with him anyway. You just wanted to fuck with him because you knew all these other girls wanted him. So you probably heard through the grapevine about him and you just wanted to have your moment with him. But deep down, you were hoping that you were going to be the exception and he would commit to you and not just run through you like all the other girls that you knew about. That's what it comes down to.
Hey, what features on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
He say
What type of feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
eyebrow slit and double dangerous points if he got like the double one. It just gives you trying too hard to be a bad bitch.
What feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
Pierced ear. If they sassy enough to go out and get that, they sassy enough to cheat.
Hey, what features on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
If you wear two shirts, muscle shirt and a regular tank top, that is dangerous. And if they wear like shorts, but they gotta be loose. If they tight, he.
What type of feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
Whenever I try to go through his messages and he got Face ID on his messages, what is you cool?
What type of features on a guy will make you automatically think that he's dangerous?
Hand tats or neck tats, automatic.
What type of feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
His phone always on D&D.
Why say that?
Because he don't want his other calls so you can see.
What type of features on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
Privacy screen. Why am I right next to you and I can't see it on your phone? What do you need a whole god screen protector so you like it makes no god.
What type of feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
If he wears Timbs. If he wears them Timbs, you already know he's a big red flag. Like, them fashion guys are not it. Like,
Hey, what type of features on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
Excessive tattoo, piercing, that's kind of like my thing. And stay away.
Hey, what feature on a guy makes you automatically assume that he's dangerous?
Big lips, colored eyes. Colored eyes, you are.
What are you feeling the most in the house, to be honest?
I kind of feel like Cinco. I don't know their names.
So just
curly, Hispanic. Cinco, cool.
Okay, I do want to say I want to talk to Cinco more. I want to see it like how he kind of.
You all called me a madman. You all painted me as a villain when I said that 90% of the women are going for the top 10, 20% of men, and I don't even mean income. I don't mean income. When I said that 90% of the women are going for 10% of the men, and that's why the average woman's body count is higher than the average man, you called me a madman. But this video is living proof. Living proof. All of those beautiful women in that house, who did they all go for? The same man by the name of Cinco. Cinco. They all called for Cinco. Why is that? You don't think there's a reason for this? They all want the same guy. So when women say, oh, what do you think the average man's body count is? And they'll be like, oh, I think their body count is 50. No, it's because you all sleep with the man that's body count is 50. Most of these guys haven't talked to women in ages. But you have all talked to a man this weekend, last weekend, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So that's why the average woman's body count is higher than the average man. But they would never know that because women don't even see men that they're not interested in. If they're not interested in you, you don't exist. You don't exist. You're literally a faceless character in their story. So, again, you all said I was a madman for saying the average woman's body count is higher because you all talk to the same men. You know what? I'll even give you a juvenile example, okay? Do you remember in high school, middle school, perhaps even elementary school, all the girls used to rotate the same boyfriends? Rotate. Somehow, like 5 guys in the school had all the girls. Do you ever notice that? You ever notice? I noticed. And I don't know why other people can't notice these type of things. I'm tired. I'm tired of being painted as a crazy person, as a villain when I've never been wrong. I've never been wrong. And I never will be.
Body crew.
Understand?
Black women have the support of a massive group
that participates in ratchet behavior and ratchet thinking. Now, white, Asian, and Hispanic, they got ratchet people, but you had to go away from the group to do that. They don't house you. They don't nurture that. The Black community, the massive group accepts it and nurtures it. It's totally backwards. Rather than sending the ratchets away, the massive Black groups bring the ratchets. There's a safe space for them. When they're confronted, you look like the minority because you are the minority that confronts that culture, and they're the majority. This is the only group, this is the culture where the ratchets has the power socially. The nerds, the high value minded people. When I'm talking about high values, I'm talking about pro-social values, generosity, respect, honor, faithfulness, kindness. I'm talking about community. High values your way of being. The people like us, we in the Black community are the rejects. In other groups, the ratchets are the rejects. In other groups, that's for entertainment for them. They go home doing the right thing. The smart people are elevated because they know you're the key to our progress. In our group, the smart ones are rejected and they think you trying to oppress them. It's interesting. You're so backwards. You think we're trying to oppress you. We're trying to free you.
Now you know what I'm saying is true, because that's a Black woman literally reiterating what I mentioned earlier when I said other races and cultures don't operate like this. Only in the Black community where it seems like the bullshit is what's embraced and accepted, and anything that progresses us away from that seems to be shunned on and shitted on, and oh, you think you better than us, and it's like, no, trying to stray y'all away from the bullshit. But you don't have that problem in other cultures. That's why you see more guys that are trying to stray away from the hood shit. They tend to go to other cultures. It's common damn sense. And you ain't got, you just hate Black people. No. No, that's not it whatsoever, man. I'm like, but y'all gotta say what y'all say to make yourselves feel better, because that's the easy way out. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel and the live channel. Links are in the description. And until the next video, y'all, deuces.